Self-confidence is one of the most important pillars for success in one's life. It allows one to reach heights that they never knew they could. That's why when a person displays a lack of self-confidence in themselves, they are limiting their chances of reaching their full potential. Luckily today we will go over certain ancient wisdom from the Stoics that one could use to regain their self-confidence back and change their life. Before covering the 10 lessons today, I want to thank you for watching. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more content about applying Stoic principles. Hitting the notification bell will alert you to new videos aimed at personal growth through Stoicism. I appreciate your viewership and support. Number 1. Identify areas where you lack confidence. A key Stoic method for regaining lost self-confidence is to first identify specific areas where you feel insecure or intimidated. Make a list of situations, tasks, or priorities causing you doubt and anxiety. The simple act of writing these out concretizes shadows of self-doubt into definable obstacles to confront. For example, maybe you feel unsure of your skills to succeed in a new career path, or social events trigger worries of awkward conversations, or achieving fitness goals seems hopeless after years of struggle. Whatever the crisis in confidence, catalog the demons so they take form as challenges rather than amorphous dread. Once areas lacking confidence are defined, set small achievable goals to incrementally address them. The most intimidating ambitions often remain abstractions we imagine tackling in some distant future after we feel ready. But true readiness emerges only through repeated small victories building momentum. As the Stoic Seneca said, confidence comes not from always being right, but from not fearing to be wrong. Thus, pick less stressful initial tasks to regain confidence through positive momentum. For example, if anxious about a career shift, take an introductory online course in that field before fully enrolling in a degree program. If fearful of social gatherings, attend a few low-stakes meetups to practice casual banter before that wedding or office mixer. If the gym feels too daunting, go for regular walks around your neighborhood. Build towards intimidating dreams through less frightening first steps, creating a scaffolding of "I did it" moments reinforcing emerging confidence. For according to the Stoics, courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to persist and act purposefully when afraid. And the way to nurture such courage is through small wins accumulating over time into formidable power to finally tackle obstacles once seeming insurmountable. By methodically building the ladder, we ascend heights once impossibly distant. Number 2. Challenge negative self-talk. A vital skill in regaining self-confidence involves identifying and replacing habitual negative self-talk with more constructive inner dialogue. The Stoics understood that our thoughts and beliefs exert tremendous influence over outcomes. As Marcus Aurelius stated, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Yet when lacking confidence, we often subconsciously reinforce doubt through cycling neurotic mantras mentally. I'm too stupid for this promotion. I'm so awkward no one actually likes me. I don't deserve financial stability. And so on. In excess, such unhealthy self-talk manifests as imposter syndrome, analysis paralysis, or resignation towards once aspiring goals. To counteract this, the Stoics advise consciously monitoring thoughts for negativity, scrutinizing them rather than passively accepting distortions as truth. Ask yourself, is this narrative grounded in reality or my security blanket for avoiding discomfort through premature surrender? Am I beating myself up to avoid accountability for persistence? Once identified, actively replace negative self-talk with more empowering narratives focused on growth over perfection. I'm expanding my skills one step at a time. I choose progress over self-pity. My value remains regardless of outcomes. Phrase affirmatives in the present tense rather than wishful thinking about some far-off day when you'll hopefully feel deserving. Additionally, speak to yourself as you might a close friend struggling with the same dilemmas rather than an adversary attacking flaws. We often grant patience and praise to companions facing hurdles than ourselves. But compassionately acknowledging shared humanity proves essential. For Stoicism maintains no person has perfect understanding or control of challenges before them, only feedback between effort and reality's response determining appropriate next steps despite uncertainty. Rather than self-flagellation over mistakes, maintain focus on intentionality moving forward. Number 3. Take care of your physical health. The Stoics understood long before modern science that physical health exerts tremendous influence over one's outlook and self-confidence. As holistic thinkers, they asserted a feedback loop between mind, body, and environment. Thus, another pillar of confidence building involves proper rest, nutrition, and exercise. When lacking self-confidence, healthy routines slide as motivation and priorities shrink to surviving. Yet counterintuitively, making time to recharge your body proves essential for regaining equilibrium and pursuing dreams boldly. Preparing balanced meals, proper sleep, moving vigorously, and basic self-care realign focus towards intentionally designing a fueled life. Conversely, ignoring biological needs leads to anxiety, lethargy, cloudy thinking, and despair shrugging agency. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Revere your body as a thing which can serve you in attainment of your aims." Renewed confidence emerges from reconnecting to your body as a capable vehicle for overcoming trials, not deadweight anchoring lesser visions. See self-care not as selfish luxury, but clearing cluttered bandwidth desperately needed for creativity and stamina. Guard energies ruthlessly if serious about confidence towards greater goals. Limit time and space to disempowering voices, seeking to siphon reserves you must conserve while rebuilding strength. Instead, invest focus into habits allowing peak performance through steady nourishment of body, mind, and soul. This honors the gift of vitality, granting influence. But never forget, health represents compound interest, allowing abundance to grow. From compassionate realism, construct a system upholding holistic needs to flourish. For the only bad choice proves expending irreplaceable energies chaotically, rather than intentionally towards destiny. Start healing outward by protecting inner sources, granting vibrancy. Number 4. Step outside your comfort zone. Stepping outside one's comfort zone represents a vital method for building confidence. This means voluntarily entering mildly stressful situations, testing current edges. While excessively unsafe environments crush assurance, overcomfort breeds stagnation and doubt over handling new challenges. Humans thrive when continually expanding the perimeter of attainable through incremental exposure to managed difficulty. Like strength training at the gym, weights must increase to see gains. So regularly identify low-stakes scenarios slightly beyond familiarity, but likely non-catastrophic. These should feel moderately intimidating yet realistically within reach. Maybe a short speech, local networking event in your industry, online dating profile. Details matter less than consistent commitment to sharpen courage through unfamiliarity. Document fears and limiting beliefs preceding activities, then re-examine them afterwards to note distortions. Generally, feared consequences far exceed actuals. The boosts to resilience and self-knowledge prove invaluable. Each success pens an epic expansion episode. In this way, Stoics build confidence by repeatedly entering unfamiliar territory, collecting evidence of inner metal handling difficulty. Rather than awaiting full preparedness, understand confidence strengthens continually stepping forward. Avoidance breeds doubt while small wins compound over time into strength, allowing identification as courageous, no longer slaves to fear. We grow bold through leaving comfort for foreign exposure. Number 5. Journal strengths, talents, skills, accomplishments. Intentionally journaling strengths represents a vital Stoic practice for confidence amid turbulence. During self-doubt, our minds fixate disproportionately on perceived weaknesses and failures, while ignoring lifetime talents. This negatively skewed perspective exacerbates pain by blinding us to tools and wisdom in reach. To counteract, Stoics advise an ongoing list, documenting strengths, talents, skills, values, and victories to review when confidence wavers. Examples include creativity, empathy, grit, leadership, adaptability, reliable competence, etc., plus growth incidents demonstrating talents towards fruitful ends. This serves two purposes. First, it counterbalances bias, fixating only on flaws, acknowledging wholeness. Using ink and parchment trains cognitive lenses towards balanced, resourceful perception, granting leverage, employing full selves against adversity rather than just identity shards. Second, logging first-hand evidence of track record builds referenceable records, smothering self-doubt beneath demonstrated potential. As proof mounts through skills mastered and principles upheld, we construct irrefutable confirmation of weathering storms. External validation fades next to empirically proven metal. Regular journaling grounds us as protagonists of an incredible unfolding story, littered with courage and catalytic impact trophies. It provides ballast, giving roots to sway, not break during gales. for time immortalizes the epic ascendance of bold souls writing futures by first authoring them within. Number 6. Stop comparing yourself. Invidious comparison constantly threatens poisoning and draining confidence. Lacking assurance, we measure ourselves against superficially superior others by worldly markers. Yet the wise know comparison stems from scarcity-blinding truth. Superficial differences disguise equal sacred wholeness, animating all people and things in brotherhood. Outward diversity cloaks the unitary source, bequeathing every soul precious, irreplicable potentials and callings. All creation arrives coded with singular, unmatched magic. Thus, Stoics combat sapping social comparison through radical self-acceptance. No one outpaces you at being you. Decide here now to forfeit meaningless races not designed for maximum thriving. Discover liberation pursuing only journeys you were destined to manifest. Comparison fixates on missing fictional worthiness bars, but surrendering to wholeness brings bottomless abundance. In the soul's territory, sufficiency lives less in achievement than courage expressing creativity. Unconquerable power emerges not through credentialing, but conviction to unfold rare wisdom inside, heedless of metrics. No true success exists outside self-love's sovereignty. Let today be the day you respectfully withdraw from vain contests fixing you as collateral. Instead, make peace with none outworking your potential. Trust enough to celebrate rather than hustle unnaturally. Remember, Providence assigned your life mission to you alone. Such soulful confidence transcends trite doubts. You remain always on time by divine clocks. Number 7. Surround yourself with supportive people. Stoics understood associational sphere's immense impact on self-concept and confidence. As Seneca noted, no association more productive than gatherings marked by sincerity and opportunities for honorable conduct. We directly absorb psychological imprints and behavioral examples from inner sanctum company. Thus, a keystone practice for confidence involves carefully curating ecosystems filled only with supportive voices awakening highest potentials. Seek friends and mentors witnessing blind spots compassionately, while reminding discounted strengths within us. Their grounded optimism inoculates against resignation towards aligned reality. Conversely, limiting toxic exposure proves critical too. The chronic pessimist, frenemy sabotaging through remarks, narcissist demanding shrinking to orbit exaggerated self-importance. Their put-downs and gravity well of suppressed dreams distort potential vistas open before us. While isolation impossible, regularly cleansing circles of tear-downs allows uplifting influences to dominate. Construct spaces where every voice bolsters belonging and possibility. Let confidence arise from empowered fellowships drawing out our best rather than alone against collective doubt's swamp waters, threatening to drown potential. Thriving stems from conspiring cohorts assuring victory. In truth, we become composites of chosen psyche sentinels. We must select allies wisely. Never forgetting greatness emerges more through encouragement than criticism. Surround yourself with living proof. Confidence stands buoyed by friends celebrating next unfoldment. Number 8. Become your own encourager. A pivotal confidence milestone involves befriending yourself enough to become the primary encouragement once pleading externally for. So long as inner dialogue scolds shortcomings, we project fractured worth outward, hoping allies might fill gaps where self-love should reside. This dependency torments us, chasing external completeness mirages from those unable to even hydrate themselves. Thus, Stoics urge inward towards the final soul frontier, where resides exceeding praise, achievement, or credentialing power. For until locating untappable self-acceptance wells, confidence ecology withers hostage to validation. We must die and be reborn through baptismal waters of inner belonging where dwells sacred wholeness. When discovered, we inhabit urgings as the most loyal walking friend. We nurture dreams through patient progress rather than instant results demanded cruelly. In darkness, we sustain flickering ambitions rather than curse abyss for hiding roadmarks. Faith subsists in oneself, rather than squandered pleading fair-weather strangers recognize worth. Those unable to gently care for battered visions through storms cannot be trusted to midwife another's nascent potential either. We must allow warm friendship with ourselves to model unconditional acceptance extended towards any sincerely trying soul despite endless stumbles. In kindness talons, confidence blooms shielded from doubt's searing winds. Essence heals under gentle light, discovering awaited beauty once blighted by shame. So placidly trust ability to lovingly nurture emotional recovery and vision. For once touched by compassion, you need nothing more. The supreme encourager awaits behind each mirror, till glimpsing loving eyes awakens confidence. Nothing external can shake. You were always one insight away from that serene inner sea, holding you tenderly in permanence. No one can grant permission to believe in yourself. It must arise through walking beside loving wisdom as the dearest companion. Number 9. Help others. Stoics recognized few tools prove more potent for confidence regain than shifting focus to improving others' lives through volunteerism and kindness. As we lift suffering, some alchemy transfers hope from hands into surrounding souls' broken pieces. And in rekindled courage witnessed in strangers, clouds giving rise to doubt dissipate under possibility dawn wins. Volunteering redirects mental chatter from perceived flaws into justice and misery reduction, rather than narrow concerns. Little space remains in dedicated hours, diminishing turmoil outside for inner critics. We remember sacred pledges, committing life not to self alone, but leaving the world better, enacting small unexpected kindnesses, cheering struggling strangers, anonymously giving aid, planting delight trees for unborn generations, reconnects us to love circulation underneath isolation and scarcity facades. Awakened souls perceive beings as medium grace moves through to lift those crying in darkness. Sparking hope proves highest calling. For lasting confidence blooms not through inward problems fixation, but dissolving ego fully into unity bonds and service. Soul depositing goodness into desperate lives grants realizing sufficient resources exist already if compassion floodgates open wider. Our spirit overflows towards uplifting far larger people and purposes than transient fears could constrain if resisted through faith and vision's redemption. Life pours itself through willing vessels committed to transforming suffering into liberation. Number 10. Explore and develop new skills. Sustaining robust confidence requires perpetual growth and transcendence. As finite creatures, we instinctively experience anxiety of never feeling fully prepared for unpredictable life challenges looming ahead. Thus, we must continually expand competencies and self-trust through unfamiliar knowledge and skill-seeking territories. This lifelong learning journey proves vital for multiple reasons. Firstly, pushing past conceptual edges dispels helpless notions towards intimidating domains. Through repetition, we embed emotional resilience required to meet novel threats with expanding courage rather than retreat. Gradually, we befriend the unfamiliar rather than reflexively dismiss foreign concepts as inaccessible. Additionally, broad learning enables improved contextual thinking and rapid adaptation regarding complex challenges. As the Toyota CEO said when asked about their continuous education obsession, "We are preparing for the world we will live in 10 years from now." Similarly, adding frameworks and data points across disciplines strengthens cognitive immune systems to handle ideas and paradigms not yet existing. Finally, regularly learning abilities and experimenting with interests intrinsically builds confidence by proving vast, untapped human potential. Who knows where nascent fascinations cultivated patiently may lead? We discover agency to consciously enrich meaning through wonder and hard-won mastery design. This first-hand testimony confirming lifelong growth opportunities subdues limiting fixed personality notions. Thus, Stoics constantly seek teachers and uncommon pathways, understanding reality completely. For existence means infinite truth transcending any single climb. Yet confidence rests in assurance that by perpetual next steps, we remain faithful students filled with light even as shadow steadily retreats. The courageous soul forever journeys joyfully towards undiscovered country. If you are listening to this, thank you for staying till the end. If you feel any of these Stoic lessons resonated with you today, feel free to start a Stoic discussion in the comments. I welcome Stoic discussions as they are what the great Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca advised for. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, and if you want more content like this, subscribe and hit the bell. Thank you for watching, and as always, I hope you find peace and serenity in the Stoic ways.